Hello, boys and girls. So we've got a little bit of news on Alexis Sanchez, the transfer saga that seems to keep rumbling on. Arsene Wenger has come out today and addressed a few issues when asked in a press conference. These quotes and everything that's actually came out are from him directly. It's whilst he's in China at the moment for the pre-season tour. And of course, we've got Bayern Munich tomorrow. And he was asked in this press conference about Alexis's comments last week, where he supposedly said that he's made his decision, it's now up to Arsenal, and he wants to play in the Champions League. Wenger has turned around and said, very, very key this is, Wenger has actually said that a decision has been made and Arsenal have decided they are not selling him, and they will stick to that decision. He said that he's looked at the interview and seen it from last week. And just as I said, it's been jumbled around and completely misconstrued by the media and everything else just to grab themselves a story. And that he also believes that what Alexis said was not that he's leaving to go in the Champions League. Alexis said, yes, he wants to win the Champions League. It's a dream he's had since he was a boy. But he didn't say he wants to leave Arsenal to go and achieve that. He said that a decision's been made. And Wenger today has come out and said, yes, a decision has been made. And we are not selling him. Now, you can look at that one of two ways. The decision's been made between both parties. Or the decision's been made by Arsenal and the board. They've looked at the situation. They've obviously not agreed a new contract as yet. They then go away, talk to each other about what the next plan is. If Alexis isn't signing, the club look at it and say, do we sell him? How much do we sell him for? Or do we keep him and let him run down the remainder of his contract and try and convince him throughout the course of the last year to sign a new one? And I think the club as a whole have looked at it and said, he ain't going. It's too big a risk to sell him. Certainly not going to a Premier League club. We won't get the money that he's worth because he's got a year left. He only cost 32 million to begin with. With what we've got out of him in the 3 years so far, if he does run down his contract and leave for free, it's not a lot of money that we're going to actually lose because he's earned us a fortune in the process anyway. And it's quite key, like I said, what Arsene Wenger has come out and said, that we, not he or anything else, but we have made a decision, and the decision is not to sell. Now, if Arsene was to go against that, and Arsenal were to sell him, he would look an absolute fool. And he would have the most massive backlash from the Arsenal fans. People will say it's compared to RVP and everything else. Arsene Wenger also addressed that today. He said that when RVP went to leave for Man United, he was 30, nearly 31. And Alexis is 28, still in his prime, completely different. Also, I think the mentality of the players is key here. I think that Van Persie is one of those players that would have probably sulked on the pitch, probably caused a few problems and whatnot. Now, I know Alexis throws his strops and but he's a winner. That's why he gets mad. But Alexis is not one of these guys that's not going to play, that's not going to, put 100% in. He will go out on the pitch and put 100% in and play to the maximum. So I think Arsenal have looked at that as a whole and said it's a gamble worth taking. For argument's sake, if we went and won the Premier League next year, then who's to say Alexis won't sign? We will be fulfilling his ambitions. We'll be back in the Champions League. We'll be a top club again if we do win the league. So who's to say we can't go for an all-out assault on the Champions League the next couple of years after that? We obviously need to buy a few other players, but so far it's been all right. We're doing good. Signed Kolasinac and obviously Lacazette, and Alexis will be looking at things like that and thinking, okay, they're going out there and they're doing their business. So yeah, other people will say you look at the situation with Nasri and Sanya and Adebayor, etc., etc. Arsene Wenger only ever come out and said that, you know, he doesn't think they will be sold. He doesn't believe that they will be sold or they want to leave. He's never actually really come out and said, you know, we have discussed it and that player will not be sold. He's also come out in an interview the other day and said that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain won't be sold 100%. Not happening. It looks to be a bit of the return of the ruthless Arsene. A bit of that nasty side of him again, where he's taking no shit. And it's nice to see. So, again, you know, we can't get too hopeful. I've said all along, Alexis ain't going nowhere. I've said it all along. And I stay by that. And I believe that. Today kind of reaffirms, you know, that position. And I'm really happy by them comments. So, time will tell, of course. But yeah, a little bit of positive news for us Arsenal fans. And we'll see what happens. So it's okay. It's good. And I'm still happy. It's all right, isn't it? You know what to do if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a like. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about the situation in the comments. And yeah, I'll be doing a review of the game against Bayern Munich. Like I said before, hopefully it's not a 5-1 defeat. And yeah, hopefully I can still keep smiling. It's all good at the moment. I'm out of here.